Up, Devils? How's it going? Everyone good? Everyone good? All right. All right, we're good. The world's still turning. Let's get out of here. We are Oscar Mike, huh? Did the Secret Service do a good job? Question mark. That's a good one. Did the Secret Service do a good job? I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see what the people say, huh? USA, USA. Yeah, a lot more stories about that kid, that's for sure. But nothing that's shocking, right? Same thing, different day. Let's see. Hope this doesn't. Did the Sears do a good job protecting Trump? Did it cut me off? All right. Sometimes when I put up a poll, it'll end my stream. Oh. We've got about an hour and 20-minute drive. What's the temp outside? The temp's pretty good. It's like 66. It's gonna be a nice day. Should be a nice day. All right. Let's roll. Oh, I'm gonna take the toll road. If you're not from California, the toll road would cost you about $20. Yeah, it's getting wild, man. I suggest everybody hunker down for a couple years. We had a good run, man. Americans, we had a lot of things cheap for a very long time. I finally think the roosters are coming to cluck. And it's only going to get worse. Once Trump gets into the office, I don't know, man. Putin and all those guys know that. I think there's a common, you let the other guy go to war, you prolong the wars, no one kind of wins. The guys in power kind of still stay in power. But with Trump coming in, I think that's all gone. I think that's all gone. I think a lot of it goes away. I gotta sneeze. Hold on, guys. Woo. Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me. Maybe it wasn't too much of a sneeze, but a cough. Something tickled my nose. Now, Putin's defense minister keeps reaching out to our defense minister and not asking for anything, but just keeping the lines open. I don't know, man. I can't see past that assassination attempt. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to see what's up. Agent 34. The radio channel just went down. I can't even show myself 10.8. Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah. If your comms go down, so I always used to tell people it would be easier if we just use smoke signals sometimes. It seems like comms always goes down, right? Or can't use a cell phone or hand and arm signals or smoke signals, man. That would be a lot easier. I mean, my good buddy was our comms guy, and he would spend all night, fixing these radios for the mission. The next morning, everything would be fine. Everyone would do a radio check. Hour in the mission, everything's going smooth, and then right when shit hits the fan, all the radios go out. And then we had to use our handheld ones. We couldn't use the big boy ones, encrypted ones. So that was another risk. We gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, Penny and Pong? How you guys doing, man? 65. Welcome to this compound, brother. Just hanging out, man. Just driving around town. Make my way downtown. And I'm homebound. Yeah, welcome, man. The Devil's Compound is open, gentlemen. No need to rush in. Plenty of beers in here. Plenty of ice cold brews. What do you guys think of Trump's VP, man? That's Vance. Yeah, the guy took the shot before you can even get it, dude. I still can't wrap my head around it. I just want to know the play if he actually went. Oh, the play is no captain. I'm the captain now. My friend just called me and said his radio signal went down too. What's up, Logan? I'm done. Stop eating shellfish. I done stopped eating shellfish. All right. The guy looked, yeah, Big Dog, what's up, man? Yeah, dude. Yeah. He probably had a little, there's something wrong with that kid for sure, dude. Yeah, man, I mean, mentally, you don't look like that and not have like something wrong with you at birth from drinking or something. His mind probably wasn't all there. He was just a loser, man. That's straight up. He's just a loser. There's losers out there that do stuff like that. I've been dealing with people that we have to, you got to think of a jail or prison system, man. It's billions of dollars put into place to hold back man, the craziest people that we can find on this earth. People that just are losers, man, and they're such losers, we have to put them in a cage. That's because they can't keep their hands to themselves. They have some, I almost call them lost souls, man. We're trying to do something here, and all of us are trying to do something great on this earth, and there's lost souls around trying to F with us, He probably keeps eating shellfish, probably. You probably do. We all, Agent 34, man, we've all had a rough life, That doesn't give you an excuse to shoot at someone. I don't care who the dude is. I think he was just a nerd and got made fun of, and that's why he dealing with it. Dude, we all get made fun of, though. I mean, right? I had a big brother that used to beat me up. He got bullied sometimes at school. I think every kid, every dude, because that's how we self-correct ourselves, right? With guys talking to other guys. You know, people just can't take the heat, man. You know, I got made fun of, you know, picking on kids, and I mean, you never obviously had a bigger brother. You know, if you had a bigger brother, you learn pretty quick. Or probably an older sister would pick on your ass too. Probably even worse than the brother. You know, it's like, you know, kids, it's human nature. Like my nephew was like 7, and he was mad that this kid on his team was fat, and he's like, this kid is fat, he sucks, you know. And he was fat, and the kid did suck. I was like, hey, you know, my nephew, I was like, hey buddy, I was like, there's some things you just let go, man. And those things you let go, especially when it comes to sports. But you know, that's bullying or picking on. You know, it's just kids don't have a filter, especially in like junior high and high school. You know, I don't, you know, I get it. I, you know, picked on, and his way of venting for sure. Big dog, I could. Yeah, he just couldn't handle it, dude. Yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of got to go. Fix this. All right, Agent 34, thanks for stopping by, brother. Like and subscribe, guys. Big brothers are good, but fathers also are supposed to help. Yeah, what's up? Oh, Jay Wood, what's up, brother? Hell yeah, man. The welfare industry complex seeks to separate children from their father. Yeah, and the military-industrial complex is fed by the system. Yep. Yeah, man. I agree. You know, I think he had a father and mother, like school teachers or counselors or something, but like, you know, like I said, we're all picked on. You know, our families went through some crazy shit, I'm sure. You know, your mom and dad, my mom and dad, older brother, I don't know, man, just lost souls, dude. You know, just people out there just can't handle it. Think everyone's out to get him. Doesn't know why. He's a moron. You know, even when I never really met anyone like that where I'm from. You know, everyone that I went to school with was okay. You know, no one really got picked on. We didn't really do that. I mean, I guess we did pick on people, but it was because they were being weird, or like they spoke to a girl funny, you know? It's like, what? I can't remember this story, but I remember some dude did that to a girl. Something weird. Like, they don't know how to talk to girls, you know, they think, you know, I'm sure the dude's never been on a date, you know. That's what, like, you know, you know, in your 20s, that's all, like, you really think about, right? It's like, oh, let's go get chicks, let's go this, and if that part of your life is not there, I'm sure there's a lot of frustration. You know, that's where everyone makes their mistakes, too. They'll get pregnant early, or not mistakes, it's not a mistake, but they get married early, and then divorced by the time they're 28. You know, but when I was 20 or whatever that kid's age was, man, I drank a lot, and I chased around chicks, and drank a lot, you know, and I kept busy, but some people just, you know, I don't know. Today's a big risks radio ain't working. Yeah, man, that's weird if both your guys' radios are going down. You gotta find, yeah, big dog. Agent 205, what's up, brother? Yeah, I agree with you, Jay Wood, for sure. I think you're pretty spot on, man. Is this secret skinhead society? What's up, Mickey? Is this if not, why was the form recommended to me? I don't know, man. Come on in, though. Just been busy with work. Yeah, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure with all this, I mean, like, Agent, 34 and Agent 205, they got to be, you guys got to be right 100% of the time, when the guy, the lost soul, just has to be right once. That's hard to stop. Those are very bad odds. Very bad odds against people that are trying to protect the president. And you make them believe, people won't back them if he shoots first. Is this a kid or a minor? Because he probably looked like a minor. He wasn't gonna. He was probably stunted at growth. That's why he kind of looks like a funny person. Fetus alcohol syndrome or something like that. Better than dying for some old man's war that won't help anyone actually inside the country stay safe. Yeah, I don't know what war you're talking about, Heat, but Putin, or if you're talking about Biden always getting involved in wars, and yeah, Obama was involved. A lot of wars started. No wars started under Trump, but he never stopped them. I think he would have stopped them the second term. We'll see. The second term if they were in a row, but now I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I'm pretty sure he's gonna either tell Ukraine you gotta end the war and here's all the stuff, or you can hit Russia wherever, let's get this party going, or we're not going to help you no more, man. It's been too long. Your neighbors should help you. That's who really should help you. The Poland and all the Baltic states should just invade Russia. I would. All right, let's go. It never ends. The war or military consistently fight. Yeah, I've talked about that a little bit. If war is inevitable, brother, if you want peace, you must prepare for war. And Americans do that better than anyone known to man, because we're kind of bred that way, if you haven't noticed. And if other countries have militaries and big armies, then we should have at least some sort of military. And then we don't have a lot of people in it, so we got to come up with the best equipment. So it's like a catch-22, man. One hand washes the other. We just can't not have a military or not use it. Imagine never playing in a football game, and you have a favorite baseball team, and they never actually played a game, but they practiced a lot. They never tried out their new glove or their new bat, their new cleats. You gotta work your stuff in before the big war happens, so you can work out all the kinks, logistical problems. If you don't want to be in a world where there's no war, then I don't go to Mars, man. This is Earth. You can't not go to war with other countries when they have huge armies. It's just not feasible. It's unrealistic, very unrealistic. And we don't have a lot of people in our military compared to other countries, and if you want to get drafted, I suggest you start rooting for the troops. You don't have to root for the war or the president. You can just root for the troops. And for some reason, we always send our troops to other countries to help them out because they are so corrupt and so shitty that it is what it is, man. But they need to start tampering off our yeah, big dog, for sure. That's yeah. Like this is the time, like, America's has to say, we're done, dude. Like, we've been doing this shit for over 100 years. Basically since the end of World War One, because you guys are so retarded. Like, you guys are so, you know, it's like California attacking New Mexico. Russia attacks Ukraine. It's like, what? You guys are on the same land. It's like a different state attacking, and that all has to stop, dude. And I think the UN might be the European military now, so that would be hopefully once Russia folds, and then we just have to worry about China, and maybe we can have peace in our time. And with the militaries folding or the governments collapsing, that means no more weird propaganda, no more cell phone farms, hopefully no more like bots where it's absolutely insane online. Yeah, I agree with you, big dog, and he too. I mean, you guys both got valid points. I mean, when our military is punched out, it does make the United States safe, because the wars are fought far away from it. If we bring it home and we I mean, our military wasn't anywhere near what it was before 2000, or September 1st or 11th or whatever it was, 9/11. Our military was at home, and that's what happens when there's no show of force outside of our borders. The war will come here. It will be fought in front of your houses. People don't like us, man. I'm telling you. People don't like America. Other governments don't like America. Pretty much all of the Middle East doesn't like us. And if you live in this country and you're saying, oh, our government, and pushing the blame on our government, dude, if they come over here, they're coming after you, man. You're a non-believer. You're an infidel. You have what other people want, and you just don't know it. You're not as poor as you think. You're not a victim as you think you are. You go to the Middle East, and you can agree with anyone out there, and they will still look at you like you're not them. Like, stop thinking you're them. Our government, we need, and it doesn't work like that, man. The minute after World War I was a tipping point in war, and World War II was the biggest. When you're able to put gasoline in a tank and have it roll 100 miles in 12 hours, that changed the world. That means troop movement is extremely fast, and we can't put our troops away and have other countries be able to move their troops very fast. If you want peace, prepare for war, guys. That's the bottom line. That's with everything. All men are created equal and empowered by their creator with certain unalienable rights. Amongst these are 15.6% Social Security and 25% child support, alimony. Yeah. Yeah, but who holds people accountable to treat other people with equality? That's what I want to know. If you guys want to abide by the rules and the laws, that's fine, but other people don't. So how do you hold everyone accountable? How do you make sure everyone follows the rules? People don't care about going to jail or dying. So they care about dying, but they don't. Going to jail is like going home to some of these people. It's a thing they do. It's not a big deal. If you've never been to jail, then I don't think you should talk about it. Or if you think Trump's a felon, then you follow the rules because the government tells you. Rules are meant to be broken, and so are laws. Watch. Broken law right there, guys. Broken law. You know, how do you make anyone equal? That was a good point, Jay Wood. But I'm adding on to your statement there. I want to know how. Equality comes out of a barrel of a gun, gentlemen. And if you don't think so, then there's one man ruling over Russia and China, and that's why one dude just tried to take out one of our presidential candidates. You know, it could happen that quick. That's equality, gentlemen. Because there's no way to take out Xi Jinping or Putin. No way. I think the ex-Japanese prime minister got hit with a homemade gun, so even if you banned them, someone will make one and still go after leadership. So, but with Russia and China, that's going to be nearly impossible. Yo, what's up, Raz? How you doing, man? Guns, that's right, Jay Wood. Guns, baby. Lots of guns. We need lots of guns. The Matrix. Back, the radio just started working. Oh, good. So, yeah. The radio was probably made in China, man. Neo, what do you need? Guns. Lots of guns. The Matrix, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be one hell of a couple of years, dude. I don't know what else to. Yeah, my dad was like, dude, he texted me, he's like, this is your first assassination, right? I was like, what? Like, I didn't get assassinated, but yeah, this is my, I think so. Like, I've never seen someone get assassinated. But he, you know, or my dad, and he was born in 55, I think. He was, MLK. He named off like 7 people, 7 really famous people. The Beatles guy, you know. He witnessed JFK, MLK, it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy thinking about it like that. I got a picture of me as a youngster for my. Oh, nice, dude. The laser would have no use. Guns, lots of guns. I'll look at it later, Raz. I can't. I'll yell at myself if I try to look that close to a screen while I'm driving. I don't know, guys. You know, but if there's no captain on the ship, which there's not, and then you take out the captain's first mate, which would have been Trump. And if I were Putin and or Xi Jinping, man, and if I knew anything about that or had from their internet sources, I mean, those two guys have to be on standby because at the precise time they're gonna have to. Russia has to nuke Ukraine. If Putin wants to save face, he has to absolutely nuke Ukraine and throw troops on the border of Poland, and Belarus has to get involved, and North Korea has to send troops up there. But China, and then Xi Jinping needs to his troops need to be on near boats, because, he can't just sit back and shoot missiles at Taiwan. He's got to put boots on the ground. At least a quarter million people on boats, and then send them across the seas, and then have them get off the boat and go take over government buildings, arrest politicians as they're fighting the military, as they're dealing with the citizens. That's a big ask. That's a big ask. And they're gonna loot and pillage and rape the cities, and it'll be the massacre of Nanking or whatever. They'll be bad. If the Chinese troops go there, they won't give a fudge. They get treated like crap at home, so they're gonna absolutely treat the enemy like crap, which was Taiwan, which they've been told were traitors and separatists. Red bottom buttons pressed, yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know how be a bunch of zombies. But China wants to take over Taiwan, and not absolutely. It would sink the damn island if they start dropping nukes on it. It would never be habitable again. They need that place as a base to punch out their navy. I can see Russia doing it to Ukraine, because they don't really need the city of Kiev. They need, the outskirts, the minerals, and for the government, they want the wheat farms, and they want to be in control of the big bucks. And the people, the city and its inhabitants is not that important. They would probably change the capital anyways. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the compound. If you're new here, my name is Matt, and used to serve in the United States Marine Corps, military police, 5811. Worked for police department back in the day, and a custody officer, and instructed at police academy. So the failure of the Secret Service and all the all the other branches, whoever was involved, no training, man. Just no training. It's just a job. It's just a job. Hey, stop. You like to press the red. Stop spamming, Raz. I can't. What are all those little signs? Just an epic failure on all parts. All parts. And it's just a job to them. They get to go home and go out with their buddies after work and drink, and that's not. If you have a service detail on you, I don't want them ever going home. They got to stay around, and they got to be well trained to do that. If for months at a time, I want rotations of whole teams. One team on for 3 months, the next team comes on for 3 months, and when they're not, and then when they're not on rotation, they have to be training Monday through Friday as a normal job. When they're on rotation, there's no training anymore. It's live every day, and there's no 8-hour shifts. There's just until the job's done, until those 3 months are up. Then you get to go home. There's no overtime pay. There's none of that. Well, I guess you'd have to pay them overtime, because it's just a normal job. That's what I'm saying. It's just a normal job. Sorry, sir. No problem, Rez. All good, brother. 18 votes. Let's see what we got. No. Yeah, the Secret Service just... See, that's what I kind of always assumed with things. What happened not that long ago? Like, we'll never prevent craziness from happening. We can only manage it. You know, this is not the Minority Report where Tom Cruise can see a criminal doing criminal activity a day before the guy actually does it, but it's in his mind. And whether it's a good movie, watch it. But you know, there's just incompetence, man. There's, you know, that's why when police officers, you know, I would treat them like a person, and if they ever talk to you negative, you can talk to them negative back. You know, it's just, you know, all because you have a badge and gun doesn't mean you're the end-all be-all lawmaker or professional and or good at your job. As a matter of fact, a lot of police stations have lowered their standards to hire people because no one wants that stupid job. It's a retarded. I mean, everyone hates you. I hated myself. Secret Service detail were not easy when I was in the FBI. I had to fly a drone in the sky. The president is somewhere. A drone is hard to... Yeah, and that's going to be another problem, is drones, man. I mean, I don't know why the kid could have flown a drone. Yeah, he had bombs in his little car. He could have attached that thing to a drone and, you know, done it right there. It would have been a lot easier. If you watch the war in Ukraine, that's, you know, a tank doesn't matter anymore. You know, artillery pieces, you know, these big million-man armies that Russia threw out Ukraine and is just getting whacked. You know, drones. Ukraine can manufacture a lot of drones and stop the invasion. All you have to do is bust the tank off the track or hit the barrel, or some of those drones just blow the damn tanks up. I'll do 200 push-ups. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I don't know how it's all going to play out, man. A lot of crazy people out there. A lot of copycats. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like post online saying that he missed, you know, kind of being a very mean person online. But a couple people I've heard got fired from their job already. A chick at Home Depot, fire chief. Dude, I mean, that's just unhinged. But that's the thing. There's older people that are online saying all this weird shit. But guys, you know, if you're my age or a little younger, you don't ever post stuff like that, right? Because you know, other people look at it, they'll probably, you know, we grew up with it for the most part. So we kind of know. These older people that are new to the social media, they don't know the social consequences of posting dumb shit online, you know? Does that make sense? I think that does. Like, we grew up with MySpace and AOL and all that stuff. So I remember people printing out instant messages on your ass if you said something to them, or, you know, they would say, oh, they told me this, you typed that. You know, I remember growing up in 7th and 8th grade, like, you know, I was born on, you know, I grew up with it. And now, you know, all these older people that post all that stuff I don't think they understand that it's a social the social square, you know, the big red square. You go there and post something, the society will judge you for it, and they've gotten away with it for a fairly long time. Like Jack Black and his little gay rock band. I heard they're actually pretty good though, and they've been around for quite some time. And that guy that he said, hopefully they don't miss. You know, that's there is a social square. If you go to China, the Tiananmen Square, you know, that's where they all go and socially prosecute people that the regime doesn't like. My guy, the compound. What's up, Rebound? Riding with you, man. What's going down, brother? They are saying it's WWE stuff. My days were always made more difficult by the FBI, and the Secret Service couldn't stand those guys. Yeah, man, they made it real. Yeah, I heard some guys go to the RNC, and even that security was a joke. They said, you know, there was badges all over the place, 3 different badges. The reporter I listened to, his badge was totally different from everyone else's, but they all ended up working because there's not a uniformity of the Secret Service. So each Secret Service is an individual, and you can pick it apart if your whole team is as individuals. That means they don't train together. It's a 9-to-5 job, dude. It's a 9-to-5 job. That's what I'm saying. They get paid, or they don't train together. They don't do stuff together. There's no head of HQ point. They're all on a different page. Now that I look at it, and I've heard multiple stories from very reliable sources, that if you have a body of people and a VIP, that body of people, like your own body, has to be on the same page, and they're not. They just kind of, they don't do much, man, and it's sad. Yeah, I heard badges were all different. One guy would deny one reporter, the next guy would say no, let him through. You know, there was no uniformity. So if you want to go and sneak into a rally, I'm pretty sure you can. The Secret Service, you know, you can just make up a good story. Oh no, this is the badge, I got it from over there. They said it was okay. They'll probably let you in. They'll be like, oh yeah, go for it, man. My bad. Because one guy doesn't know the other guy, you know, they don't train together, they don't work together. Hell, you could probably dress up as a Secret Service and walk around and get away with it. Look how they dress, buy it at Toys R Us and go walk around. I mean, because they don't know each other. They don't train together. You know, if I was, me and my boys back in the day were guarding something, we all knew each other. We all knew each other's wives and kids. We knew everything about each other. There was no... So if someone put on a Marine Corps uniform and was walking around us, we'd be like, who the fuck is that guy? Just got off work, had to catch up the ride with my guy. What's up, brother? Thank you, man. Does the Secret Service sacrifice their lives for their president? No. No, they don't, man. No way. You know, you gotta want to sacrifice your life for the president. I mean, I would always, if I was hired at Secret Service and, someone asked me, were you? I'd be like, yeah, sure. But not really. That's why the Secret Service, I would like to know their backgrounds, Do they have any military experience? I doubt it. Those chicks didn't. No way. No way. The guys probably didn't either. They're too old. Too old. You know. Way too old. Those guys are way too old. Give me 20 Marines from Camp Pendleton, California, or another base wherever everyone lives. I think there's a base in North Carolina. Give me 20 Marines, 20-year-old Marines, and they'll do, they would lock that place down. They would beat up people if they could. No, the Secret Service doesn't. They use their bodies as shields, but to sacrifice your life for someone else, no way. You know, no one's life is greater than another. But if I was, you know, the Secret Service is to shield your VIP and get them out of the danger zone. So when I ran, you know, I would have to shadow our VIPs out in Iraq that would want to come out and do missions with us and see what getting some's all about. Since I was the boot of our unit, now he would be attached to me or I to him, and the agreement was, you know, I'll you walk wherever you want. There's a gunnery sergeant I had to do it for, a colonel, a sergeant major, a camera guy, for God's sakes, a reporter. So the rule was, which I told them, like, I can't protect you. I don't know where do you think you are. I don't know who you think you are, but I can't protect you. If something happens, I need you to get down. I can't see it all, and my only job is to re-engage whoever's trying to take you out. So, and if they try to take me out, then you're clear, you know, then I'm your shield. So that's how I always went over it with other people. And the rule, you know, and you just listen to me. I'm not having a conversation with you in a combat zone of where to go or where not. You know, if you want to walk that way and I told you not to, by all means. This is not a game. I know there, you know, the one guy, this one gunnery sergeant, he was the only one to kind of break my rules. He walked to the Euphrates River, and I said, "Hey, can you get over here?" And he didn't understand why. Well, he was just standing across from the river. You know, the river's 100 yards wide, and I can't help you like that. How am I supposed to help you? There's miles of open land, and I can't see across the river. Freaking moron, get over here, man. You know, so there's, you know, the other VIPs, I told them what to do. I said, go over there, walk over there, and look around. You know, that's where you can go, and I'll be over here. But if anything hits, I carried a fully automatic M240 or M249 saw. So I just told them, you hit the deck and I'm gonna spray right over the top of you. So don't get up. Yeah, so as you know, I apply that same service to Secret Service. You know, it's, hey, I can't, by the time the shot rings out, I can't put my body in front of yours. The objective is to get the body, whether it's dead or alive, out of the situation, and they failed to do that. They let the VIP put on his shoes and say a little prayer and do a bunch of other crazy nonsense that doesn't make sense. You know, there's grown men there. Pull his ass out. You know, he's 6'3", you know, 280-pound man, and there's. Now I'm all about females being where they need to be and doing the job that they're good at. But if he went down, that lady ain't picking him up. kind of a head scratcher. Especially the people closest to the president should be able to almost pick him up with ease. At least have a couple bodybuilders next to this stand, so those big motherfuckers can pick that dude up. This is not negotiable. I don't want to, as much as I'm a fan of Trump, and if they ask me to, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll be your Secret Service agent, but I'm not going to take a bullet for you. We live in a world where that it's almost impossible to do that. Unless you're, the counter sniper teams, what the hell were they? They were the worst. The worst. The worst of the worst. That's why it's hard for me to even, because I'll compare it to the Marine Corps and the military police, man, and you compare it to the military, Marine Corps, just the Marine Corps in general, or the higher I go up as military police, just awful, man, awful. I don't have any military experience, and I used to be an FBI agent. Oh, really? Now the Marines, that's brotherhood. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just weird, man. Well, they don't, if you have a bunch of people out there with the suit and tie and guns and radio, everyone's an individual. I don't care if they all look the same. They don't train with each other. There's no combat experience. They probably just are doing a job to go home. There's no heart in the job. I'm sure some of them don't even like Trump. So you have this wonky security system that I'm sure each of those Secret Service agents gets paid 6 figures, the great health insurance. They go probably once every 3 months to go to the shooting range to get qualified, but that's probably it. There's no physical fitness tests. Those chicks, they probably could barely lift up their 9-year-old son. They're probably moms, which is fine, but as a mother, not me as a mother, but if there's any mothers listening, and you have a baby at home, I'm pretty sure you're just thinking about the baby and or your family. Men, we're not thinking too far ahead, For that job, I think those females were, I think it went above and beyond their call of duty. I think for those snipers up top, those dudes up there, I think they were boots and rookies. I think it was just a sham, man. So from here on out, guys, when you look at any Secret Service or anything like that, they're doing some really cool security. They're individuals. You can take one out at a time and then go through. It's that simple. And it's a job. You just wait till they break. They'll break. Everyone breaks. It's just a job. If you want, it has to be your life. If you want to be a good, person who watches VIPs or the president, the training will be your life. Doing something like that, you have to be on point all the time, and that takes training all day. You do it all day. You and your buddies Monday morning get up. You guys all sleep in the same barracks. You get up and go outside, and then you all day until you can't see anymore, because you'll probably be somewhere where there's not that much electricity. sun goes down and you go back to bed, you get up and do the same thing. You do that all day for as long as possible, even at night, because you'll probably be doing night missions, guarding the president again. And then 3 months go by, and then you can guard for 3 months. And then after those 3 months of guarding the president, then you go back home and train it again. Sorry, guys. We back? We back. My bad. Hey, if you're new here, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Try to get me, try to hire me with the Secret Service. But I would have to be in charge. That would be the thing. And I don't want to be in charge. I just want to do a job and go home. I'm done playing that game. And if someone wants to be in charge of me, I would say, what service military branch did you serve under, and did you get deployed, and where, and what was your job? Because if you say, oh yeah, I was in the Marine Corps, but I was a cook, hey, I got it, buddy. I know you're in the Marine Corps, and I appreciate that. Simplify, wrong. But yeah, you're gonna take a step behind me, son. At least you have the discipline to get better. But no, someone like that would never be in charge of me. I would never let any, you know. And that's not saying because of what happened on Saturday. It's just, I'll look at someone and say, I think he's older than me. If he's older than me, then he's probably never served in the military. If he's younger than me, he's probably never served in the military. You know, you have to be age like 38, maybe 40, about I would say like 34. Those are the ages that a lot of people went and fought the war. 40 to probably 33. Was that 7 years? Yeah. From the invasion of Iraq to Afghanistan, I would say 7 to 10 years, aged up and down. 7 years up, probably 43 to 30, probably 30. You'll find people who fought in a war at that age right now. If I don't think you're in between that age, I'm not listening to you. Especially when it comes to security or, you know, holding a weapon and a bulletproof vest and wearing a radio and all that. That's because you don't have the experience. I mean, if you want someone best for the job, they have to have experience. If I meet an Army guy with 2 or 3 deployments, he's roughly my age. He could be a little younger, a little older, but he would have to be right around that. 30s, 38 to 35. Because if you're older, you missed it all. If you're younger, we never sent you. So there's an age group of Americans where they did all the fighting. Everyone else was kind of support. Or they did a little bit in the beginning, then got out, or got in the military too late, where they never got deployed. But if I mean, then you know, let's say you know, someone has more experience than me, or you know, whatever, then it's all about his knowledge and his leadership. And that's how you can tell if someone's actually been to combat or not, is they'll take full command over whatever job they're doing, and they will run around that security perimeter with the chicken with their head cut off. You ask them a question, they'll know the answer. Where their people at, what direction they're pointing, you know. So there's no way that Secret Service team is that well trained or that well disciplined. And I can tell by how, you know, some of the females were extremely out of shape. You know, one lady held I mean, there's no way those females can do a pull-up and or go for a run. You know, and that's the truth. That's just the truth. I'm sure there's males that wouldn't be able to do that either on the security team, but females are just easier to point out. So they're not physically fit, male and female. They don't train together. They're individuals. There's no uniformity, even in the uniforms, because one of the chicks was wearing suspenders underneath her jacket. Their glasses were all different. Some probably wore a watch, some probably didn't, which is unacceptable. Their hair was in a ponytail, right? No, guys. Hair's not in a ponytail, it's in a bun. Or ladies, you put that thing in a bun, you wrap it up. I think they have a scrunchie that makes it look like it's a bun. You know, I don't want your freaking hair flopping in your face and this ponytail whipping back and forth. I can't stand that. In my local police department, that doesn't happen. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. I have trained female recruits or cadets that were becoming a police officer in my local in Southern California here that went through probably better training than those Secret Service ladies, for sure. I would almost discipline wise, they can shoot a gun, that's no problem, you know. With discipline, I need the more disciplined person. And I picking on females, but that's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know why their hair was flopped down in a ponytail. They're all wearing different sunglasses, which drives me nuts. If I saw one of them chewing gum, I'm sure one was male or freaking female. You know, that's what I'm saying. So now that a couple days have passed, I can see the failure, man. And I hate thinking like that, because I look at everything like that. And you know, the Marine Corps is, you don't fuck around, man. You're there to do a job, and you're there to go home. And if the job's not done, guess what? You can't go home. And they failed their job, and those guys can't go home now for some reason, you know. I gotta go on a walk on the roof. What is the scariest part of my shift? Hey, be careful, brother. Don't be looking over the edge. You know, stay a couple feet away from the edge of the roof. You never know, there might be a crazy person up there. That's what I'm saying. You have to be right all the time. And I kind of always want to tell people in the Marine Corps during a time of war, we lived in a state of paranoia. So we were always paranoid. Always. It wasn't frowned upon that you're paranoid. It was almost becoming good training. And the system kind of made us paranoid. We would have to do briefings on gunners getting followed home. You know, if you want to fight the war, you hit the target at home. You don't wait for the Marine Corps to get to Iraq. So, you know, we had guys getting followed home, death threats to loved ones. We had to take a different route home every day. You know, it can go on and on. So, and you don't know who an American is. So, you know, the Marine, you should never see a Marine in his uniform or anything like that. It's a big deal. If I saw a Marine in his uniform, still to this day, I would probably walk up to him and say, "Hey, devil, you need to take that shit off." That's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing, but people are out to get you, man. You have to live at a state of paranoia. And if you've never been paranoid before, guys, or me ladies, you know, if there's a young father out there listening, you know, what do you tell your daughter? What did ask your mother what she was told by her father? You know, get home before dark, dress appropriate, don't show off too much skin. You know, have your phone in your hand. Don't walk alone. Don't walk through dark neighborhoods. You know, where there's no street lights. You know, so females, you know, at a very young age, understand they have to kind of live at a state of paranoia. That's what I mean, gentlemen. You have to understand what you're doing and all that stuff. You are my dad. All right, Raz. That's why, man. My best friend growing up, my boy Freddie, he would always take me out, man, because he didn't want me to fall in a weird slump of not trusting people and not. Because I talked to him every day about all this crap, and it was as an 18-year-old, 19, and you're living out of. You don't know who's an American, even though you grew up in America. You can't really trust people. You can't, even the uniform you're proud to serve, the country you're proud to serve, you can't show it off. Or you can't do anything with it because there's people out there that want to kill you just because of. I was sitting in because I was going to training and I had to check into a base, so. Before I got in the taxi to get a taxi to the base from the airport, I went inside the airport restroom and changed into my Chucks. It's Marine Corps uniform. It's Charlie. We call it. There's Alpha, Bravos, and Charlies. So they're called Charlies. I call them Chucks. And me and my buddy were sitting there, and some lady walked up to me and called me a baby killer. Some fat, overweight, probably 4-year-old single mom, who just watched CNN because it was all over CNN. Marines were killing babies in Iraq. Oh, the horror. So, that's the reason why, because people will react. They can't control themselves. And I remember sitting there with my buddy, and we were like half tired, half asleep, and my buddy was like, "What? Like, is she talking to us, man?" Like, I don't know. I think so. She got fun. Nah, I like switchblade. I have a couple butterfly knives that are pretty cool. Switchblade I bought from Mexico. No, I lost the switchblade. I still got my butterfly knife. Agent 205, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Yeah, just a sad day, man. Still sad. Still trying to wrap my head around it. No, I'm not sad or anything, but just we all probably saw it coming, dude. Right? I mean, if you followed politics, if you like history, the next step is assassination attempt. They shot for the king, man, and they missed. And every day that grows, he grows now. And the net grows at the following day. He was at RFK's house talking to him about stepping out of the race and joining his coalition or whatever, endorsing him. So the dude, after getting popped in the face, is back on the grind, man. Sunday morning, he was at Robert Kennedy Jr.'s house, telling him to step down, join the Trump train, baby. Rebound, what's up, brother? I can always count on you, man. You always come in with the heat, brother. Thanks for stopping in, though, man. I do appreciate it. Saying hi on the chat, it helps other people chat it up, and get involved and say where they're from and what's going on in their neighborhood and where their school district, anything like that, man. It's always good to, you got to stay in communication with other people, with other countries, to make sure none of this stuff happens, And I wish we were able to talk to people in Russia, man. They would tell us, "Oh man, you guys were effed," you know, especially online because you can't really, that's what the terrorist organizations use. They'll both buy a video game, and they can type on the video game in the video game, and it doesn't transmit. It's just in the game, and the other person across the world can buy that same video game, log in to that guy's server, and play in the game. But in the game, if you type in the server, it's going to log it. But in the game, you do it, it doesn't get logged. Or they just talk in the game. It's just through the internet. You can't. For an agency would have to tap in to the. It's impossible to do. They do it through, and it doesn't have to be a cool game. Just buy a cheap, everyday video game that everyone has. That's not that popular. Have you and your buddy download it. Set up your own private party, and you can talk about all the bad stuff you want, and no one will know. And I think our government's so incompetent. And I think it's been that way for so long that we're now just seeing it. Are you reliable? I don't know, man. Are you? Yeah, you could be reliable. Sure, Raz. You're reliable. Yeah. You're here. You talk a lot on chat. You participate. You come in with some good fire. And you joke around, it's all good, man. Like, yeah, you're fine. You hit all the branches on the tree, which is good. Sometimes, like me, I can go off on weird tangents and not be funny or not, It's good to have a, good personality, man. Yeah, man, I just see, when I look at security services, I just see it different. They were there for a show of force. They weren't there to protect anyone. Yeah, our government, I think from the top down, is so corrupt and so incapable that we just witnessed it. The rhetoric, the politicians speak like communists. They don't talk about anything I care about. They just say how bad stuff is, and we need to do this better, and the next 4 years will be great. Just give me 4 more years. It's almost sickening. That's the whole point. I'm not a politician, so I don't really have to pay attention. But I think a lot of people are now paying attention to what the hell's going on, man. Especially, it's hitting everyone. Food, fast food is up. Grocery food is sky high. If you don't live in, guys, if you're wondering what the rent is in Southern California, it's about $2,500 for rent. I've known a couple of my closest buddies, their rent at least $4,000, maybe more, for an apartment. So it's very unsustainable, but people are still buying it. I don't know. know what to do. We got a long road ahead of us, man. I hope Trump wins all 50 states. That would be epic, dude. My buddy pays $50K. Yeah, sounds about right. How big is his house? His house has to be a mansion, and he's renting a mansion. I don't think that's right. Maybe 1,500, not 15K. Where the hell does that guy live? That's what I want to know. Because I'm not moving there. I just want like a nice little land house. I don't want anything around me. Maybe a supermarket a couple miles down the road. Doesn't have to be close. I don't know, man. I think hopefully a lot of Americans are changing the way they think and purchasing power. And I know a lot of people I grew up with have moved out of California, or plan on doing it, or a couple chicks I've known moved to Tennessee. I don't know, man. It's lakeside home. Yeah, that's probably a sweet freaking home. Yeah, on one of those beautiful big old lakes out there in the Midwest, or in the East Coast. Three black Chargers, yeah. Some sort of security, or maybe a racing team. You know, those burnout teams that go around and doing donuts in the middle of the streets. Could be a racing team. You know, maybe a car show. Man, some of the like videos I watch, people are having trouble paying off their car note, or just letting it get repoed. I keep hearing it's bad, man. I hope the powers that be, something's going down, guys. And hang tight, hang on to your cash. Be a long couple years, because they got to try something different to not get him in. They don't like him that much. They want him gone. No more knives, no more guns. Ammo, buy ammo. My name is Neo, Mr. Anderson. Oh, man. Yeah, Israel's still at war with Hamas. Nothing's changed. Everything's still the world's still turning, though. You know, it is what's today, guys? Wednesday? Almost home free. I got a big vacation coming up in August. It'll be a little difficult for me to live stream, but I'll try to get some good could live stream. There'll be other people with me in the car, but I'll be driving my bro's truck. And we'll be dipping off to a biker rally and all this good stuff. So I'll be filming a little bit. We'll see. I'll try to go to Best Buy and grab some stuff to help me live stream. Show you guys the rest of the United States. I'm going to be driving for like 4 days straight. It'll be pretty sweet. Don't you hate sometimes these energy drinks actually make you like more tired? I feel like sometimes like they just don't work at all, and sometimes they jack you up so much you feel like you're about to have a heart attack. No one thinks anything going on. I'd say a racing team. That would be my first kind of security, I guess. Buying 3 black Chargers kind of all looking the same. It's kind of strange too. Let's see, 20 votes. Did the Secret Service do a good job protecting them? No. No, they did not. They did not, guys. It's sad. It's incredibly sad. Now that I'm very aware of how, that. It's funny because I never thought about like judging how other people do their job when it comes to that. I didn't think what I was doing was that like, you always think there's always something better or like more training you could do, but now that I'm out of the Marine Corps for a while and I had time to process all this training and the discipline that has to go into, you can't just say, I want to do this is what I want to do. And the thing with the Marine Corps and all its boot camp and its MST or IOS or what is that? Infantry training, whatever it is, just being outside and with the same group of people you're going to go to work with and actually secure a VIP. You have to do that every day, and this way when it's live it's 100%. Like if you guys came out and trained with me, we would be holding toys. I would go to Toys R Us and buy like fake toys, like fake Nerf guns, and that's what weapons we would train with. And we would stand outside, and I would make a scarecrow out of a broomstick and put a hat on it and say that's our VIP, and we would have to secure it all day. We would take rotations. Then I would hire Raspberry to play as a bad guy and try to either attack our scarecrow VIP or steal it, or you may try to shoot it with the Nerf gun or something, or maybe just not even shoot it. I'll tell Raspberry to go hide somewhere, and if we see you, you're dead. But if you're able to raise your weapon up at our target, like our shooter did, then we fail. And if we fail, we would have to be punished for it as a team. And that's how discipline works. We would have to run after. We would have to get smoked on the deck. We would have to go for 5K hump, and it has to be a you have to be physically disciplined. That's what everyone's missing these days. Those Secret Service agents are probably so soft, they wouldn't be able to hang in my world just because of the discipline. You'll be physically punished if you screw. Have I ever said that, guys? If you mess up in my world, you'll be physically beaten to death. And everyone next to you will be beaten too. Not by a person, but by the Marine Corps. So, we physically will be harmed. We'll physically harm ourselves to get the job done. Because if we don't, then it's even worse. Because I'd rather, it becomes that sacrifice. I would rather hurt myself than have my boys get hurt along with me. So if there's a chance that I get hurt and they don't, then I do it. If there's a chance we all get hurt, then that just can't happen. So that's what I mean. There's no discipline. If there's no consequences to your actions, it'll just be repeated. And the only way you stop repeating your mistakes is if you have to suffer. And the only way for any American to suffer is, like a child. And you'll starve. You'll be starved. So, not on purpose, but sometimes we have training to do, and we're not going to sit down and have this full-blown lunch, so grab a little bite and eat it, and we got to go. So you're constantly starving. If you mess up, you'll get smoked. That's worse than messing up in real life. So when it's a live drill, the worst thing that can happen is, well, you not the worst thing, but when you have to do something live and actually protect a VIP, you already weeded out all the bad Marines or all the bad Secret Service agents. You already weeded out all your mistakes that you will make because you already made them in training. And the consequences of messing up it's not fun. And that doesn't mean we get to go home. So, that's why I always say, when the difference between my branch of service and becoming Marine and anyone joining the Secret Service or Army or Navy is that if you mess up in my world, someone will hit you really fucking hard. You'll be treated like a piece of shit. You will be frowned upon, and people will just kick you out. The guy to the left or right of you're gonna get him hurt. So if you don't do your job, you're not gonna be well liked. And there's no HR department, so I had a guy walk up to another dude and when we got back from Iraq, and he told him never to come back again. We don't ever want to see you. And the guy never did, because he wasn't a good Marine, Oh, regular charges? I don't know. Oh, different model charges. So that's the Marine Corps for you guys. Anyways, Rebound, Raspberry, Agent 205, Agent 34. I appreciate it, guys. Oh, it's not a racing squad. Keep an eye on those, man. Write down the license plate. Take a picture. I don't know. That's strange. I don't know why someone would have 3. I don't know. I don't see that a lot. That's the first See, that's new to me. See, that's training, man. Agent 205 kind of, that's training. He brings up a topic. There's 3 kind of similar but different style charges out there. I don't know why. That's kind of strange. Something you don't, uniformity. Once you start seeing uniformity, men don't work like that, right, guys? We don't really follow anything else. We kind of do our own thing. We might take ideas or mimic something, but usually when guys start doing stuff in uniform, it's someone's either forcing them or something else is happening. But I don't know. A lot of work to do. Anyways, guys, it's our views. Oh, there you go. Got me all worked up. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out. Got some work to do. Gonna start the day. Today's my last big day. I got a VIP I'm working with, so I gotta be on my game. I gotta pick him up soon and chauffeur him around. I'm still doing it, guys. Damn it! I just realized what I was doing. I'm picking up a VIP and I'm showing him around, but he has to follow what I say. He's just the only thing he can move is his eyes, but his whole body has to stay in this car. So hence why I haven't shaved in a while and I feel like a bum. And I feel exhausted, but I got one more day of this, guys, and I'll be back to the old happy Matt. Rebound, I appreciate you coming on. Low C, if you're in the building. Raspberry, Jimmy, my Agent 205, my Agents 34. The compound is complete when you guys are here, man. Thanks for the like and subscribe, guys. I'll be on later today on my way home because I'm gonna be really happy. It's my last day with this. I can't believe it. I just realized what I was doing. One day, guys. One day, I'm gonna be able to just work by myself or something, where I don't have to I don't know. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. God bless and Semper Fi.